Yo, what is going on, guys? It's me, your boy Yumiko, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm going to be doing my predictions for the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, so as usual, what we do is we tend to look at the previous round and the predictions I gave and see if I was right or wrong, because it makes it more fun that way, I think. Right, so the first game of the round of 16 was Juventus against Porto. I had predicted Juventus to win that, which sadly they did win the game, but they lost a tie on away goals. So yeah, so it's not them that are in the last 8, it is Porto. And in the next game we have Dortmund against Sevilla. I had Dortmund and they won. As you can see here, they drew the game but won the tie overall. So yeah, I was correct in that. So now I'm 1 for 1. No, actually I'm 1 for 2, should I say. And then in the third game I had Liverpool to beat Leipzig, which they did. They won the game and the tie, which is perfect. In the fourth game, I had PSG to beat Barcelona, which they drew the game, but again, they won the tie overall. So, yeah, that's great so far. I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with my picks so far. In the next game, I had Manchester City to win, which of course I'm a City fan, so obviously I'm going to predict us to win, and we did. We won the game and the tie, which is pretty good for us. It was quite comfortable as well, so that's a nice win for us. And then I predicted Real Madrid to beat Atalanta, which they did. They won the game and the tie. And in the next game, I had Atletico to beat Chelsea, which sadly they did not. They did not win the game nor the tie, so sadly they are out. In the final game of the last 16, I had Bayern Munich to beat Lazio, which they did. So I'm quite happy with the ones I got right, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 out of the 8, which I think is pretty good, to be honest with you. I think that's a pretty good return. So now we shall move on to the quarterfinals, and I will give my predictions for that as well. Okay, so the first game is Real Madrid against Liverpool. I'm going to say Liverpool for this, simply because I know that Sergio Ramos is out for both ties against Liverpool, and he's a huge influence in their team. And I also believe that Rafael Varane is out for the first leg. I'm not sure about the second leg, but I know he's definitely out for the game tonight. So that's going to make it pretty difficult for them, because I would say that Ramos and Varane are their two best centre-halves, and as you saw last year when it was City against Madrid, and Madrid didn't have Ramos, they were a shambles in defence. Like, they weren't the same, they weren't compact, they weren't as strong as they are with him. So I think he's going to be a big factor. But again, Madrid do have some really good talent in their team, like Benzema and Kroos and Modric and Valverde and a bunch of other players. But I think Liverpool will win this. I don't think it'll be like a huge blowout, but I think it'll be a close game. But I do think that Liverpool will just edge it. And then in the next game we have Manchester City against Borussia Dortmund. Of course I'm going to back City, so I think we'll win this, simply because I think our squad's better. I think we have more depth in our squad to change our system and stuff, and our form has been great in the last few weeks, whereas Dortmund haven't. They've been slacking a little bit in the Bundesliga. I think they're a couple points behind the Champions League spot in the Bundesliga. So yeah, and I think we'll win this. I can only wish that we don't concede a goal, is because we don't want to go into the second leg with them having an away goal, because then that gives a bit more pressure. So if we can keep a clean sheet and score a couple of goals in this game, I think we should see out the second leg. And then we have last year's two finalists. We have Bayern Munich against PSG. I think that Bayern will win this. I think their squad is just a bit better than PSG's. It's a really strong squad that they've got. I believe that Serge Gnabry is out because I think he's tested positive for COVID, I believe. So I do know he's out of this, and he was a big factor in the Champions League final of last year. So yeah, but I think they should edge it though, Bayern. I think they should win this game. But I do think that this game will be great, as well as all the games will be fantastic, I think all these games will be great. And then the final game, we have Porto against Chelsea. Now, I didn't choose Porto in the last game because you're playing Juventus, and of course Juventus have a good side, but as you saw, they played real well, Porto. Pepe was playing fantastic. He really owned that game. So this one's a really tough one, but I think I'm going to side with Porto in this one. I think they might just win it. Of course, Chelsea are a great side ever since the new manager's come in, and he's really transformed them into a really good defensive team now. If you take away their defeat on the weekend to West Brom, then I would say that they've been solid ever since he's come in. But I think that Porto might just edge it. You just never know. But I do think that all these games would be fantastic to watch. So if you want to pick a game to watch, honestly, just stick them both on at the same time, If you have two devices, if you have a TV and a laptop, then put on the Real Madrid and the City game. Then tomorrow you put on the Bayern and the Porto game. You have to watch all the games because they're all going to be fantastic games. So yes, that's my predictions for the quarterfinals. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.